Hello, everyone. Here on my channel, you can find anything about creativity and planning, journals, crafting, scrapbooking, and all that fun stuff. But anyways, today's video, we're going to be doing a plan with me session. Since yesterday was Monday, I usually plan on a Monday morning, but yesterday was like super crazy, overwhelming, busy. I had to finish some classes, for my online classes with Michael Stores and Faber-Castell USA. So that was like overdue yesterday. So that's why I didn't get the chance to really sit down and work on my layout. But today, I hope that you'll be able to join me and we can do some plan with me. I have my Hobonichi cousin. Cousin is an A5 size, and that's what I'll be working on today. So hopefully that you can join me today and, bring out your journals or anything. Or if you're not creating with me, it's okay. That's okay too. You can just watch me, put me in the background, get your favorite drinks or whatever it is that you like to have, hello and join me. All right, so hi Annette, hello there. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I will have my chat window box open here so that I'll be able to see some of your comments. Okay, and if you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't done so. All right, I'm gonna have my, can I put this here? Okay, here. So this is my Hobonichi A5 cousin. So far, I have been using it religiously, and I have been loving it. But as you may know, if you have been planning, if you have been journaling, you know that struggle when you're like, okay, so the quarter Q1 is over, and now we are approaching Q2, and so it's kind of like, will I stay in my Hobonichi or should I don't know, maybe move on to a different planner? So I am not very certain yet what I want to do. I actually have, if you can see here, I have my brand new bullet journal. I haven't opened this one yet because I don't know what my plans are. I love bullet journaling. I love being able to kind of like work on my own layout, create horizontal or create, a vertical layout and all that. So I'm not sure what I want to do. Oh, you were just on my Facebook. Hi, Annette. Thank you so much. Yeah. I am a singer. So this was a career switch for me. And so the mommy lay, the creating, the artwork and the art world is definitely a whole new career for me. I am still a singer. So I am a performing artist. I performed in Las Vegas, sang in Las Vegas, did some shows, performed in lounges. I was fortunate enough to travel and create music and have fun. and so it's been a one heck of a ride. So, but I am, in a much better place. I am older, and so priorities are changed, and that's why now I just love what I'm doing. I get to create still, but in a different way, So even though it's not music, but I get to create and have fun and still be in service to others, kind of like this, provide some inspiration, and it's been a joy. So I've been just embracing that. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so this is the Hobonichi. I am not sure what actually I am going to be using this week. Let's pull out some pencils and then some kneadable eraser. I love kneadable eraser like this. I know it kind of looks weird to look at it, but it's kind of like a putty. So I love it because there's no mess. I erase like crazy woman sometimes, and so my whole table get to kind of like, I don't know, like shake and all that. And then I get so messy because of all the eraser dust. And so what the kneadable eraser does is that it doesn't give me those yucky eraser dusts all over my table here. Okay, so my Faber-Castell Jumbo, this is a 2B. I love doodling or playing with my layout first with some pencils because I get to erase them, if I'm not sure that's where I want it. This one is a pencil case from Filofax. I really love this one. So that's, I think, from their We Are Together collection. So I love some pencil case like that because I get to kind of like move around from one place to another, whether I'm in the living room, kind of like working in the living room or in the bedroom. If I have all my pens, my favorite pens in one place, and I can just bring my notebook or journal with me and then, move back to the office or move back to whichever place I want to create. So I just love having like a small pencil case like that. So I don't have to carry everything with me because if I don't have anything, I end up like carrying all my markers, all my notebooks, all my everything. I hope I'm not the only one. Let me know in the comments if you're the same way. Okay. So here we go. And these are brand new also from Faber-Castell. I think I kind of talked about this last week. This is the Pitt Artist pens, but they have different tips. So this is not available in the market yet. I am just one of the fortunate ones that get to try it and play with it and enjoy it. But these are their Fudenosuke tips. So these pens are coming out very, very soon. So watch out for them because this is definitely my holy grail. I love it. It's my favorite. I'm just thankful to the pen gods for giving those to me. Thank you so much. Okay, as you know, my style when I'm like doodling, I love the kawaii art and I love lettering. So I have been doing some brush lettering. I've been teaching doodle classes. I have been teaching lettering classes as well. I do have a playlist here. It's under the Momile ML online classes or something like that. But those are like a collaboration in between Michael's and Faber-Castell. And so some are free and some classes are premium. But the free classes are available on Michael's YouTube channel, so you can definitely check that out. All right, I actually just started. I just hit the live button and I have no idea what we're going to work on today. So forgive me. It's like I am going to go create something without really knowing what. What do you think we should do for a layout today? I'm thinking Mother's Day, on Sunday. So something maybe florals this week. Last week we created some clouds and the plane because I traveled. I went to Cleveland, so I thought, some cute clouds and planes and they are going to look cute. So I think I want something similar. I want to really concentrate here, drawing here at the bottom page, and then use the space on top to really do all my lettering. I mean, not lettering, to do all my planning. So have all these at the bottom because this is a big size. That's an A5 size. So just leave everything on top so I can do all my plannings in there. Maybe add just a little bit to kind of like pull out all the colors and just spread it all around the page. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to draw some simple flowers. So if you're someone that loves to use your stickers, trust me, I love stickers also. But what happens is that it can get so bulky. And then if I'm going to do some lettering on the other side, I don't know, it bothers me a little bit because it has those little tiny bumps and it's hard to do some lettering and writing with all the stickers. So I really just love to kind of like create with my markers and my, watercolors now. But, it's not the same without the stickers, but, I'm just going to take it how it is. All right. Here we go. Okay, so I have some fun summer colors in here. Let's look at the colors that I have. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you dizzy there, but this is what I picked. I was thinking maybe something in between spring and summer. Definitely, it's been starting to feel real nice here in Northwest Arkansas, so I'm grateful for that. Okay, so something yellow and green and maybe this one, peach color. I think that will look good. So yeah, I really love all these colors that I picked. So let's do that. I'm going to pull out just one more pink. Is it the same? No, it's not. So this one is a medium flesh. This one is the pink madder lake. I have some scarlet red, cadmium yellow, dark chrome yellow. I have light green. And Permanent Green Olive 167. So these are the colors that I will be working on today. I still don't know what I'm going to do. So here we go. Let's have fun. I don't think I'm going to need my pencil for this one because I'm just going to create some simple florals. I'll show you what we're going to do. All right, I'll start with some light first, maybe the yellow first. And I'll go dark as we go. All right, so if you need to learn how to make some florals, some simple florals, what I'm going to do today is something that you can recreate, definitely recreate in your planner because it's going to be super easy. So I'm going to pull out the scarlet red and the cadmium yellow. All I'm doing is I'm going to make some irregular shapes of oval. Like, as you can see here, it's not like a perfect circle. I'm going to zoom in real quick. I don't want you to feel dizzy. Like this. All right. Move my notebook. So let's create another one here. And another one here. Right? So that will be the center of our floral. Now I'm just going to make some petals. And I'm going to start from the middle. Okay? And again, my petals are going to be imperfect as well. And as you can see, I'm leaving like a space in between each petal. And also this bottom part right here will have much shorter petals like this. Just like that. I'll come back to that later. So I'm kind of just like following the orientation of the middle part of our flower. Right, this one, I'm going to make this one slightly bigger. Now, these Faber-Castell India ink, they are not going to bleed in my Hobonichi, and they dry super fast. That is really why I love using these. And this one, I'm going to stretch it over here. It's kind of like going to pass that middle section right there. And to create a thinner, smaller stroke, you want to use and concentrate using the tip of your brush pen. And then when you want to create a much bolder, wider stroke, use the body of the marker itself. So there. Now I'm going to use the dark chrome yellow, and then I'm just going to go in between each petal. Just like that. Like that. Okay. I love it when it's like imperfect like this because it just looks more whimsical that way. I don't know if it's just me, but then again, everything is personal preference, you know? So even when I'm teaching my classes, and I would teach it in a certain way, I always allow my students to kind of like really go with their own style, but take the inspiration, you know, and then start from there, but really work on it by adding their own style to it. If you guys want the petals more round, then make it more round, you know? I think that's the beauty of art because we approach everything so different. And that's what makes it even more fun because there's a lot of variation, you know? So I really, really love that. Okay, and then I'm going to pull the same design over here on this right side. So I'll start with the scarlet red again, and I'm going to do it this one. This one, it's kind of like I'm going to make this one a cone. So I'm going to add some different, I think I'm going to add one here too, just to fill that space at the bottom over there. Thank you so much. All right, and then this one, and then that one, kind of like overlapping on the other side. All right, then we'll start again with the cadmium yellow. This one is a 1007. If you kind of want to blend the colors. See, the way I'm doing my petals this time, this one feels like more rounder and wider. This one will back again to the long and skinny, like that. Like that. And you guys know the Hobonichi is really thin paper, but it's really an absolutely amazing paper because it can hold ink and water just so amazingly different than the other notebooks I've ever tried before. I think one that is similar, maybe two, but they're also both Japanese paper, is the MD notebook, which I love. I have been using that. And also kokuyo. So the jibun techo or the kokuyo that uses Japanese paper as well. And I think there's a new one which I don't have. It's like a take note planner or something like that. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to get lucky finding out about it sooner because now they're like, it's out of stock everywhere. You can't find anything. But I think it's called Take a Note Planner or Take something like that. I think I'm using a different color, which is, I'm so good at doing that, but it's okay. This is the orange glaze, definitely a different color. Okay. See, this one we used the dark chrome yellow, and this one I'm using orange glaze in here. Okay, we're just gonna work with what I'm doing. Again, my goal here is not perfection, but just really enjoying this process. Yes, I could just use stickers to stick some flowers in here or totally just skip everything, but what's the fun of that? You know? The fun is enjoying yourself and really just creating. And so I have, comments from people here that says, why do you need that if you're just going to plan? Why do you have to decorate? Why do you have to do a lot of all that stuff? Simply because, and my answer is simply because I want to. It makes me happy. That's the simplest answer to that. Okay, then I'm going to add some of the orange glaze in here. I'm going to add it on top of that yellow. And the way I also like to do my art is that I want to take out that fear of creating. And that's kind of the energy that I want to put out there because not everyone is an artist. Remember, I was not an artist to begin with when I started this art career, I am a singer, and I don't think that I was born with an exceptional talent in art. Probably zero, actually. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I was blessed with zero talent when it comes to art, but I was very determined to learn some new skills, and so I picked up the pen and, worked hard. I did worked a lot, and so when I'm teaching, I always say that to my students is that you say you can't do it. Those were my words too. But nobody actually told me that actually you can. You can learn this. You don't have to be spectacular, and you're not going to be spectacular at first. It's going to take a while, but it's going to be up to you if you're willing to put in some work. Okay, here I'm going to add some dots in the middle. This is the pink carmine. Love that color. So I'm really using a lot of warm colors in here. There's a lot of warm colors. So I'm just making like imperfect dots. Some are smaller, some are bigger than the others. Just filling in that middle part. Like that. As I go up, it goes smaller. Like that. Go. Go do this and the other one too. All right. And then I am going to use the same color and then pick up this color. All right, so I have two colors in here. These are cadmium yellow and the pink carmine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch it kind of like a tip-to-tip action like this. So I can get some of these pink carmine and just kind of do some short strokes here to really highlight the petals like that. So just using some short flicking motion, short strokes like that. So I think with whimsical drawings, which is, I'm very new to it, they had really a lot of patterns. And I think that's the big difference from the kawaii, because kawaii use like basic simple shapes, very clean, kind of like vector looking images. Whimsical drawings, they really do use a lot of patterns in their drawings. And I love both. I really do love both of those styles. I think they're both very charming in their own ways. So I like that. All right. That looks cute to me. There. Okay, now we're going to add some green in here. So I have two colors, two shades, two values. I have the light green and then the permanent green olive. I think I'm going to go for the dark. No, I'm going to go for the light. I'm such a girl. I don't know. I'm going to think of it as like here. It's kind of like facing towards that. So this one is kind of like from here. This one is just straight on. This one will just be kind of like from here too. This one is just going to be straight on like that. Okay. This one from here. This Um, from there, right? It's just so simple, but yet so effective. It added color in our page. We had fun. I mean, come on. That's like a win-win situation here. So I'm just adding some leaves here now. When I'm adding leaves, I play around with the size of the leaves to make it more like natural, you know, instead of it being so perfectly balanced, symmetrical. I mean, I think nature is not like that. Nature is more really grows wild and inconsistent and just beautiful. I mean, it can be perfectly manicured too, depends on who's growing the garden, but I think I really love that imperfect look of a garden as well. I even love the weeds. You know, they're so beautiful. The wildflowers, they're just absolutely beautiful. All right, and then I'm going to use a darker green here, and I'm just going to add like other types, maybe kind of like a eucalyptus looking floral, although it didn't make sense for them to be together, but I don't mind. Something simple, something easy, because I don't want to take all my day just trying to put together and design my planner page, you know, but I also want to take some time and just really enjoy it at the same time. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Again, if you're someone who is a perfectionist, you know, you really love everything to kind of like perfect, um, you might take more time drawing all these. You might be using pencil first and erase them just to kind of know the placement of your florals, you know, and all that. But to me, it's like I just want this very random and but still looking good together. I hope that makes sense. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to use a much darker color of red, more like a maroon, really red, or magenta. I'm not going to think of the color anymore. So it's just magenta. And then I'm going to add like small dots in the middle part of our flower, okay? So I'm just going to add some textures in here. In this one, I'm not thinking at all. I'm just adding some stippling effect in here. Pointillism, is that what they call? I have this childhood friend, and I remember when we were young, again, because I was not blessed with any artistic ability other than singing, performing, and dancing. You know, when it comes to like art like this, I really was not given that gift. But anyways, this friend of mine, when we were young, I remember her beautiful creations. It's like pointillism like this, but she would make portraits, you know, landscape, just using this style of artwork, and it's just amazing to see how much patience she has to create all these beautiful artwork just doing this, you know? Oh my gosh. That took a lot of patience and a lot of creativity and a lot of passion. So, man. So now when when we were talking and kind of like trying to catch up, and we would talk about, you know, how she used to do it, and I remember it, and now I am in this art world and she's not, but she still is because she's handling a very famous artist, but she's not doing any art like this anymore, you know, other than she says when she needs to de-stress, she still does a lot of doodle in her planners and her journals, but you know, it's It's kind of like how we switched world, but that was funny. But see, it's just we're all different, you know. We're just very different. And it's okay because being different is beautiful. We're all different, different shapes, sizes, colors, and belief system, and but that's what makes us so beautiful, this world. All right, this time I'm just gonna fill in a little bit of everything in here. So I'm gonna use the magenta color and I'm gonna make those imperfect dots again. Kind of like it looks like it's going to be like buds, and you can definitely make them like buds. Can add like green stalks in them going down. So there's like stems, but this time I'm just gonna not do that. So I'm really just focusing on adding some colors and more visual interest here. Yes, I want it to be a little busy, but I want to add this magenta color as much as I can. All right, now, since I love the kawaii, I'll have to add some cute faces, right? With my flowers, because that's just how it is. I feel like my artwork is not complete if I don't have cute kawaii faces here. So I have to add them. They make me so happy when I'm like looking at my drawing and I see all these cute faces smiling back at me or smiling at me. Maybe I'm not smiling, then they make me smile. I am just using the Fudenosuke Hard from Faber-Castell. This is my favorite. There's like two different Fudenosuke Medium, and this is the Fudenosuke Hard, which is a much finer tip, but it's just lovely. I adore it so much. So I'm going to add my cute tiny lashes. So what I love about it is that you can create thin and thick stroke using the Fudenosuke. It's just going to depend on the pressure that you're using when you're applying, when you're using your markers. So I'll add some cute eyes in here. Checking out what's going on over there. This one's just kind of like, I'm just being ornery over there. But they all have like different expressions, but mostly just happy. I don't really like adding like angry faces or like weird faces like that. I'd rather have them like all just kind of, if not calm, just really happy. So some are just serene and all cute and happy. As you can see, it's different than having stickers, but you don't always need to have stickers. I think that's my goal, is for you to feel comfortable creating your own by just using your markers or pencils. That's my goal, is for you to be confident with whatever it is that you want to do to create, whether it's lettering or kawaii art. But I want you to, when you open your journals and when you open your planners, you see your own creations in there, and it just give you this very different satisfaction. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to use the cadmium yellow, and I'm just going to color in the boxes here. So I'm going to go color in the dates, and then I'll stop after Thursday. So I'll color in the Monday till Thursday the same color, cadmium yellow, and then I'll color the weekends in a different color, maybe a pink one. Like that. Last one, Thursday. Okay, then I'll use the green. So, India inks are known to be light fast, which means that these colors, you see how vibrant they are? They're going to be like that for like years to come. And also, one thing that I really love about them, other than the fact that they don't bleed, they don't have a yucky smell, is that they are waterproof. So if I want to add a little bit of coloring in here, I can definitely do that. So now that they're dry, I can go in and actually use some, maybe perhaps like gelatos. Hold on one second. Trying to pull out some gelatos in here because I think I want to add some clouds on top, just very small ones. Oops. All right. And I think I'm just going to pick it up directly from the gelato. I don't need a palette. I don't need anything like that. I could just use the markers, but the gelatos will be kind of like watercolor. They'll be more translucent in here. So if you don't want like super bright, you want it to be there but not really there, then you can use watercolors or some gelatos like this. You know, last week I kind of showed you how you can use your gelatos. You can use it wet, you can use it dry, you can use it directly into your page. So if you haven't checked that one out, I hope you do so. So I'm just making circles. Look at me. Just trying to do circle motion when I'm doing this cloud. So you can see that anybody can do this. So look. Just adding like circle motions. Like this. You might not be able to see it because it's so translucent that the camera may not be able to pick it up, but I'll zoom it in just in a little bit. But it's there. See how it's very translucent? Because that's exactly what I wanted. I don't want it to be popping off the page because the flowers already are, I want it to be my focal point. So, but I want to bring in some colors in here too. And I figured, you know, some very, very light clouds will be perfect. If I would have applied my gelatos directly into my page, the colors will be much more vibrant than this. It will be more opaque and saturated. But since I don't want that particular look this time around, that's why I'm using some water to dilute the colors. And so it's more translucent, which is what I want. So again, just doing some circle motions in here. Look at this. Super easy. And then I'm creating the cute clouds. And also what I'm doing is like trying not to create like a perfect looking cloud. So just kind of playing around with the shapes and the size. Look at that. Also, the gelatos, when they're dry, they're also waterproof. So if you give this a little bit of time to dry and you want to add more layers to it, kind of like add an additional layer on top of this one, you can definitely do so. That's why I love using the gelatos when I'm doing some mixed media. And then also adding some colors without flooding my page with too much water, because that only means that I have to have a longer dry time. Does that make sense? But here, this one. All right, so now I want to bring this color. So hold on, let me put this one away. So I want to bring in some pink on top as well, because we only have the yellows and the greens, but I am going to do that by just adding some small tiny hearts, like the side of my cloud like this. very small one, just to bring in the pink color. There we go. And then I'm going to create a banner over here on the side using the pink color as well. So here, so just one wavy, two wavy strokes, and then connect them. There. If you want to add some bullet list, I write big, and so I would love to write inside the grids, but I'm gonna be honest, it never happens because I write so heavy and I write big, and so I know I'm not gonna follow that grid. But if you write neat and small, then I think you're gonna love the space and the size of the grid of the Hobonichi. It's really nice. Okay, so using the same Pit Artist pen, the Fudenosuke Heart, I'm going to add Monday and Tuesday and all that, the days of the week, even though it says there anyways, but I want that to pop, so I'm going to do it in black. So Monday, Tuesday, last week I made them really big, so this time I'm just trying to not overly crazy big because I want them to pop, but I don't want to take out the visual interest from my flowers. So if you are a mama, are you celebrating this Sunday? I hope that you'll be spoiled rotten. Put your feet up, you know, let them do the dishes, let them do the laundry. Go get your favorite show. Enjoy yourself. Eat some fun, yummy food. I love donuts, so I think I'll eat a dozen donuts on Sunday. But something like that, you know, go out of your way, something from the norm, to really celebrate yourself, celebrate the day, because like what my husband said, he really loves my birthday, but he said, I think Mother's Day is really special because it's a time that we get to celebrate you and everything that you do every day. And so I hope that you'll do the same. If you're a mom, happy Mother's Day. I hope that you'll have a beautiful celebration this Sunday. You know, maybe get a facial, get a massage and all that. Spoil yourself. Get yourself something fun. Don't wait for them to get you, because I know my husband and my kids, they're kind of like, oh, I don't know what to get mom. I don't know what to get mom. You know, get yourself something. It doesn't have to be like extravagant, just something simple that will make you smile and make you feel special, you know? So I hope you'll be able to do that. Okay, and I'm just going to put in here this week like this. And I'm going to draw one girl over here, a simple doodle that will represent me because it's Mother's Day. So I'm just going to put this on the weekend box. So as you can see, I'm using my Fudenosuke as well. So I love using it for lettering and doodles like this. Just makes me so happy. Like that. I wish I can really sport a bow in real life, but I think my kids will like disown me. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to torture them. I don't really mind like doodling the same things over and over in my planner. I really don't. Some people are like, is that all she's doing? Or probably some people would think this is all I do. Maybe I'm not improving or something like that. But I don't. I don't care. This type of drawings, they make me so happy. So it's either I'm drawing my characters like Pinky or like Blossom the unicorn, or I'm drawing some cute girls. I did get the chance to kind of like really thoroughly dry my line art because of the paper. The Nosuke is kind of coated, so it takes a little bit. Give it a little bit of time to dry whatever it is you're doing. Okay, I'm just gonna use the pink carmine to add my blush like this. And I'm gonna make my hair orange because why not? And not a lot of people know that you can actually use the Hobonichi as a kind of like a watercolor as well in your... Did I say Hobonichi? Not a lot of people know that you can use your Pit Artist kind of like a watercolor in your Hobonichi because the Hobonichi is coated. So everything stays on top of the paper a little more longer than the normal type of paper. It doesn't soak the ink that you apply to it right away, so you have some time to really work the inks. So like this, Pit Artist pens, I'm using it kind of like how I would use my watercolor markers, and that is because of the Tomoe River paper. Because it's a special paper, I'm able to do this. And so if you want to try the Hobonichi or the Tomoe River paper, you don't really, but then because you don't plan, I don't plan, so I'm not even going to use it. You don't have to buy the Hobonichi. There are now some notebooks that offer the Tomoe River paper actually, so you don't have to use it as a planner. But if you love journaling or you would love to use it as a sketchbook, then I think you'll really enjoy this one. Another sketchbook that I love is the MD notebook. This one right here. So I think you'll love this one too. It's not as smooth as the Hobonichi, but it does work the same way. You can use watercolors in here, and it's, you can use the Pit Artist in here, and it's not going to bleed through. It's kind of like using this special type of paper. I don't know, the Japanese, they make damn good paper. I love it. Thank you guys so much for making like good paper like that. But anyways, this is it. I mean, really, I'm just going to add my to-do list and all that adult stuff. But really, this is my layout for this week. I'll probably just be adding some small doodles here and there, like a coffee cup or something, but nothing extravagant. I might add some stickers if I find some stickers here and there, but this is mostly what I have. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding any of the supplies that I used today, after the live video, I'll upload some of the links. Those are Amazon affiliate links. And so I make a little bit of commission, that's a great way to support the channel. And another great way to support the channel is just by hitting that like button and maybe sharing it to some of your friends and loved ones. But I do hope that you enjoy this video. Again, my name is Leigh Bella Ralston. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative and stay happy.